Hi folks, how you doing? It's James JT at the movies, and this is a quick video from me. I'm saying quick, I don't know how long I'm going to ramble on for, but this is a video where I really would love your input and your feedback and suggestions. Really, something that I'm toying with doing, and I would really love a bit of input from our fantastic community here, if that's okay. So in those comments down below, once you've heard what I've got to say, let me know. Hit me up on social media if you've got me there. Any thoughts would be appreciated. As most of us do in the BlueTube community and the physical media collecting community, a fairly large collection here of movies. As you can see, there's the DVD shelves there that go all the way up there and across, and then over here you've got the Blu-ray shelves which go all the way down to the floor. So there's, as you can see, quite a lot there. Now behind me, I can't swivel the camera all the way around, I'm afraid, but for anybody that remembers my tour in the collection room, I have a huge IKEA cabinet with a 55-inch screen in it, but it's got an L shape of Kallax drawers in it, for anybody familiar with the IKEA brand of furniture. And those drawers are full with overflow DVDs and some Blu-rays as well. So there's one drawer right at the very end, one box if you like, that is full of DVDs and Blu-rays that are doubles or things that I've watched and thought, not for me, not going to keep in the collection. And those are the things that I either get weighed into CEX or donate to charity shops, or I've even given some of them where I've not had the interest, or I've had a double and my mate Phil's interested, or my mate Ruben, or some of the other friends of mine that also have physical media sort of collections, and I've sent those titles off to a good home, as it were, and that's affectionately known as the Keith Lemon bin. The other 7 boxes, however, like I say, are full of overflow movies. So there's a couple of them where I couldn't really do anything to downsize them, but those boxes are pretty much full now. And the shelves, whilst I've probably still got another third to go on these shelves, I've got sort of the bottom two rows, so maybe another quarter, not another third, but I've still got another 2 full shelves to go. And the same with the Blu-rays there. I'm starting to think by the end of the year I'm probably going to have used up all the space, and I don't want this room to get to be one of those rooms where, and it probably looks it at the minute because I've yet to put things away, but when it's tidy it doesn't look cluttered in here, and I don't want it to become one of those rooms that's really cluttered and you just can't breathe in there for too much stuff going on. I want it to feel like a nice tidy orderly collection. So what I was thinking of doing, and this was something that I was considering doing before my sister moved out and I turned this room into a movie room, was maybe taking some of the DVDs, not the Blu-rays, but the DVDs that I don't watch as regularly, and the ones that I wouldn't, because basically my rule of thumb is if it's on these shelves, it's either something that I've not watched yet and I've picked up, or it's something that I have watched and I will likely go back to sort of more regularly, more frequently, if you like, than the things that are in the drawers behind you. So what I was thinking is of taking the DVDs, and then I bought a pack of, you can't really see them there, but these wallets, there are 4 DVDs. I've got a pack of 100 here for something like 10 quid on Amazon. And it's something that I've seen, not necessarily other blue tubers do, but other people that come up with sort of storage solution ideas. And I was thinking about taking the DVDs and condensing them down. So taking the artwork out, and the disc, of course, as well. And what I would need to do if I was going to do this properly is get another sleeve that would, like be a CD sleeve, another polythene one with a felt back that would go inside this, so that I could keep the disc safe. But then sort of to take the artwork and fold it at the spine there, so you get the front of it and the title. And I'll just do that off camera here.
One eternity later.
So here's one that I made earlier. So as you can see, the artwork slips in perfectly. There's plenty of room in there. And then on the back, you can see that there's all that going on there. And then when you sort of compare this to a full DVD case, which I've got here, if I could close. A DVD case is obviously that thick. It's about just probably over a centimetre, maybe a centimetre and a half thick. And then that's millimetres. And if you imagine that it's, going to be slightly thicker than what it is there, with a disc in it. In fact, let's put the disc in it. And don't worry, guys, I'm using a double here because I recently upgraded Supergirl to Blu-ray when we had that crazy Amazon sale at the end of May, beginning of June. When titles were getting dropped for £1.50, £2, things like that. So I upgraded. So that's how thick it'll be with a disc in it. So my thought was that where I'm maybe getting 40, 50 titles in one of those boxes, I'd probably get everything that's in those 7 boxes into one box, and then have a load of space to sort of grow. And then obviously these are really easy to find. You can protect the disc, and it's got a little flap so you can tuck it in there, so it's not gonna come out or anything like that. Even when give it a shake, it's not gonna do that. Like I say, I'm not too bothered if I end up damaging this disc, because it's a double. But yeah, and I don't think that looks too offensive. And then if you've got a row of these, and you can categorise them how you want, genre A to Z, whatever it might be. And I don't think that these look too offensive. I can't say that I'd want them all on a shelf like that. Sort of, it looked like a CEX or a game or something like that, wouldn't it? Where they have them all behind the counter. So definitely not something for display purposes. But if they're going to be out of sight in drawers in the TV cabinet anyway, I'm just sort of thinking more for space. But I'd like to say, I'd really love your opinions on this. I really genuinely would, because I'm not 100% sold on the idea. I bought the pack of wallets just to see what it looked like, so that I could, because you watch videos and it's always better to see things in your own hands with your own eyes, sort of thing. So you can feel it. And I'm not against it, but I'm not 100% sold. I mean, obviously the idea is I wouldn't really keep the cases then, would I? I'd keep a handful so I had some spare cases, but if there's probably 400 films in this cabinet behind me, so I'm not going to keep 400 cases. So it would be a case of if ever I wanted to recase them, I'd have to buy some cases, or go to I don't know, a CEX or a charity shop or somewhere that might have spare cases or whatever, and get a load. Look on eBay, sort of thing. So I suppose it would be a case of reinvesting if ever I wanted to recase the films, but I can't imagine if I committed to this that I'd want to do that, so long as the whole thing for me, I wouldn't want to. I've done putting DVDs in disc wallets and things before I became a serious collector of movies. And I suppose that's the thing, is I've done that before, and that's was something that I soon snapped out of when I realised that actually I want to collect these. I enjoy the artwork, and I enjoy the whole physical media package, if you like. But I suppose with this, I get to see the artwork, I can read the special features, and if I were to do it, like say, I would get another wallet to sit inside this that made sure that the disc was protected and not even going to get slightly scratched by being against the card or anything like that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I really would be grateful for any thoughts, any suggestions, any commentary, and of course I'll go through them. And this isn't a case of me sort of thinking, right, well, how can I hoard stuff that I don't want? I will obviously go through all the titles as I do regularly, and I pull things out if I'm not going to watch it again, and I do sort of get rid. But I mean, I'm like most collectors, I'm forever buying, so it's one of those things, I suppose, where it's a revolving door. But yeah, if there's stuff in these drawers where I think I'm never going to watch that, what's the point in moving it from one case to another to still never watch it? I'll get it weighed in. But if it's something, like, say, Supergirl, that I might come to every once in a blue moon, but actually it's taking up a load of space in that case, and it's going to take up less space and be just as nicely displayed when it's out, sort of thing. It still stand on me. I've got my little media stand here for whatever I'm watching. So this is next to the TV, and then I can put that on there still, and it would it still work, sort of thing. But yeah, so a bit of an informal video here, folks, and I hope you don't mind that format. But I'd really like to know your genuine thoughts on this, or any other suggestions that you might have down below in the comments. Hope you're all keeping well. Leave us a thumbs up on the video if you like it. Like I say, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if this is the first time you come into my channel and you haven't already subscribed, I'm about collecting physical media, talking about films, which is my biggest passion in life. And yeah, please think about subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel to grow, and of course I'd love to have you stick around for a little bit longer. Well, take care, folks, and I look forward to reading your thoughts down below and seeing you again for the next video. Cheers.